Hey everyone, Dante here with the Raging Geek, and today we visited a comic store called the Geekery, and they were having their, I want to say, annual anniversary sale, because I know they've had these sales in the past. So I'm thinking this is an annual thing that they do, and basically it's a store-wide sale. They have discounts on graphic novels. They have a lot of dollar books out. The highlight of the sale being 50% off all back issues, which is always, something you want to be in on when you hear about it. So, the Geekery, located in Matawan, New Jersey. The Raging Geek, me, myself, I'm local to New Jersey, Central Jersey, and the Geekery, one of my local shops among a couple other ones in my area. And the Geekery, I've been to their sales before. They always have a lot of good stuff out for their sales, a lot of good back issues. It's a very cozy little shop. And, a very welcoming place to shop. So, if you're ever in the area, I would definitely check it out. They have a selection of comics, toys, not too many wall books. They do have some, but, it's the kind of place where, there could be something on the wall, but there could also be something just as good in one of the boxes, so. The wall isn't like the extent of their, I want to say, premium back issues. So, there are a lot of finds in the boxes, as you'll see today, when I show you the haul. And, this is the haul right here. And, everything in this stack right here, 50% off, with the exception of, a couple of new issues that my wife picked up. And I think there's another book in here from another nearby store that we had stopped by prior to visiting the Geekery. It's called Zap Comics. But let's take a look at the haul. And and this was some of the dollar books we picked up. When I say we, basically me, my wife, and my kids, when we went to the store. They had a lot of Amazing Spider-Man in the dollar bin. And, I want to say, for the most part, high-grade copies. I picked up exactly 17 dollar books. I can't remember if I got 50% off the dollar books as well. I think the dollar bin was just the dollar bin. I can't remember if I got a discount on that. But, either or, high-grade Amazing Spider-Mans from the 90s. I'll pay $1 all day. For those issues. I don't care, if they're McFarlane's or Eric Larson's or anything after that. But, it's still a good deal. Amazing Spider-Man 355. This was a nice one. This, Black Knight Mystic Arcana. In the dollar bin. I actually want to read this one. Mystic Arcana Magic. It was a pretty cool cover I picked up. $1. This was a cool issue. It looks like kind of like a Sam Heath type artwork. I don't see any signature though, but it's got the same likeness. But Marvel Tales featuring Spider-Man, the Hulk, and Wood God. Got an Amazing Spider-Man here. I think this is a second edition, and with the Dr. Doom appearance, $1. Yeah, new run, second edition run, Amazing Spider-Man, #1. And again, for the most part, all pretty much high grade. Got an Amazing Spider-Man Straczynski cover, issue number 50. Very nice for $1. Another one, issue number 46, $1. Amazing Spider-Man with the half and half Ricochet costume, issue number 435. Got an Amazing Spider-Man issue here, looks like with the Avengers, 439. A nice Venom issue. Bagley's, $3.74, $1. Continue down the pile here. And yeah, it's like, you know, when you go to these stores and you're talking like 50% off, you know, it can get really hairy. I mean, you just want to grab everything. You got to be very, I want to say, disciplined on what you pick up. And, you know, the tendency is to just kind of grab everything. But, yeah, a couple of freebies that they had, I guess, from April's Free Comic Book Day. Marvel must-haves. Supposedly each of these books have like 3 stories in them. So yeah, look, one says like Uncanny Avengers #1, Captain America #3, and Daredevil #2. Another Spider-Man Deadpool. Marvel must-have. Amazing Spider-Man, Gang War, bringing back the Gang War. So Amazing Spider-Man #39, Avengers #7, Moon Knight #1. I wonder if this is a kind of like a reboot of the Gang War from like the Spider-Man from the late 200 issues, like with Punisher and Daredevil. I think it's like, it's kind of like in the around the 280 issue number. Amazing Spider-Man, $4.34, $1. Amazing Spider-Man, $4.28, $1. This is kind of like a, I want to say it's an homage from an early Spider-Man Doc Ock comic. I think like in the mid-50s when they had a couple of issues when Doc Ock teamed up with Spidey. I think one of the covers, I could be confusing it with another cover, but I know in one of those sub 100 issues, there was like a cover that kind of looked like this with the Doc Ock cover. And, you know, it's kind of Spider-Man in the reflection of the glasses. But feel free to comment. I thought this was a cool cover. Got the 424. You could tell Electra and her size. Issue number 406. And issue number 382. And again, all these $1. And I think we're getting to now the 50% off books. So we have Daredevil and the Black Widow, issue number 103. With a Spider-Man appearance. And pretty much with the Daredevils, I was either looking for anything with Spider-Man or a cool cover. You know, I was actually, when I go to these sales, you know, I don't really have any particular issues in mind. It's just looking for deals, pretty much. You know, I had 2 issues specifically I was looking for. One, really, the Dazzler number 33, the Thriller homage issue. I've been having the darndest time trying to find that in the wild, even online, you know, for a good deal. I mean, obviously you can get anything on eBay, but, you know, for the right price. And just finding that issue has been like so hard, to find it at a reasonable price. The other issue being Amazing Spider-Man number 413, where it has all the, I want to say, other characters on the issue with him. You know, like characters like Godzilla, Aliens, Luke Skywalker. You know, it's another issue to look out for. It's like a sleeper issue, I want to say. But I've been trying to pick up a couple of those issues. But yeah, this is a nice, really crisp copy. High grade Daredevil 103. Another nice Spider-Man issue here. Has some color fade. But for 50% off, you know, Daredevil number 77 wasn't enough to deter me from getting it. Really nice cover with Spider-Man. $30, $15 with the 15%. Yeah, I'll get Daredevil 77 with Spidey. This was the nicest Daredevil one I saw. And it's in really tight shape. I mean, aside from the kind of the I want to say the pages kind of don't align with the cover too much. I mean, it's a really clean book. I mean, this book is really clean. But Daredevil number 30 had it priced at $50, but for $25, this is a really great cover. Picked up an X-Force number 1. You might ask why. Well, supposedly this is the Deadpool card one. So, just grabbing it. $15, you know, $7.50. For $7.50, yeah, I'll grab an X-Force number 1. You know, a lot of them you see in the wild, it's usually like the cards like Shatterstar or, you know, someone else, but You don't find the Deadpool cards too often, I want to say. And I wasn't really too sure if I actually had a Deadpool X-Force #1. So, you know, again, 50% off. What the hell? Yeah, I got sucked into some cover candy as well. You know, I've been known to dabble in, I like to say, cover candy. Emma Frost #1. Yeah, that's a nice cover. X-Women One Shot #1. Yeah, so the artwork on this, very interesting. The X-Women, looks like fairies or sprites. The features, but yeah, I thought this was a cool cover. You got all the X-Women on this one. Got Marvel Knights Ghost Rider #1. Hey, for $250, yeah, great cover. #1 issue. And we have a Godzilla King of the Monsters versus Bagora the Space Bats. $5. I'm a sucker for 90s Heisei Godzilla. I remember watching 90s Godzilla on VHS as they came out. I was like fiending for those videos. And great pickup here. Giant size Spider-Man and Dracula. You know, this is a book I've really never could bring myself to buy. Usually very priced a little high for my taste. You know, it does have a little bit of, it does have a reader's crease along the spine here. But hey, aside from that, I mean, it's a really crisp copy. I mean, hey, someone read it, alright? What are you going to do? But priced at $60, 50% off, $30 for this issue? Yeah, I'll get it. And the last of the haul, and these are some new books my wife picked up. Boy Wonder #1. Now these are just cover price, but just showing you. Seems like she got most of the Boy Wonder books. And whatever covers they had. And she demanded that I bagged and boarded them for her, which I'll do, or face her wrath. Okay. Giant Size Superstars featuring Fantastic Four Thing vs. Hulk battle. And, one of those rivalries, you're always eager to see who comes out on top. Thing vs. Hulk. From my understanding, Hulk always whoops the Thing. And there was like maybe one occasion where he might have not. But feel free to comment. $25, 50% off. I think it's a steal. Really nice tight copy. Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Number 16. You know, I don't really collect Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. But I thought this was a really cool cover. There's like so much going on in this cover. Like so many intricate, I guess you could say. It's almost like, you know, like a Mad magazine where it's like, you know, see if you could pick out like certain people in the picture. But a lot going on. Look at Nick Fury. He's like wrapped up in a cocoon. I thought that was pretty funny. But, yeah, really cool issue. Pretty tight. No major, I want to say, defects with this. And, you know, it's like an oversized issue. But, I thought it was a cool issue. So I picked it up. $12.50. And some DC Flash. Yeah. So $10. Flash number 203. I thought this was a cool cover, kind of pulling this girl out of the comic world into like kind of like a real world type setting. Some fading, definitely some foxing issues, but other than that, I mean, it's a pretty tight book. $5. Flash number 202 with a Kid Flash story. I didn't even know the Flash was married, but on the cover it says his wife, they killed her. So I thought that was interesting. Yeah, I'm not a big, you know, I'm not too familiar with the Flashes, you know, other than as Barry Allen. But, I'm not too familiar. You know, I haven't read much Flash in my time. I usually love the DC covers. I mean, they're really gimmicky, and you know, usually I get them because of that. But yeah, I mean, as far as the Flash, yeah, I'm not too keen on his backstory. I'm not sure if he was married or not, but feel free to comment. Tell me about the Flash. What do you know about the Flash? $5 with the 50% off. Some Marvel triple action. And, yeah, really, nice tight book here. So, Marvel triple action number 1, $35 with the discount, $17.50. Who doesn't like a Marvel triple action number 1? And Marvel triple action number 2. I thought this was a cool Doom cover. Doom incapacitating Silver Surfer and proceeding to do the same to the Thing. $10, $5. Come on. We get a Doom cover like that for $5. That's great. He's almost like, come to Doom. Kneel before Doom. 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 And, yeah, this is my, one Zaps comic pickup. The store I went to before I went to the Geekery sale. This is one of my, I want to say monthly picks. So every month, you know, I usually have a couple of comics I'm like specifically on the hunt for. This is one of them. And shout out to the Comics Den. I've been kind of binge watching their channel. And one of the people they spoke to kind of brought this issue to light as like his kind of like secret spec issue. And as you can see, $3. So, you know, I talked to some people. Some people told me this is like $1 book. You know, I don't know. With all this stuff on the cover, $3 seems like a reasonable price to me. I mean, you got Godzilla, Luke Skywalker, they got aliens here, Ninja Turtles. I mean, it's pretty much everyone. You got, what's that guy from Toy Story? You know, the guy Tom Hanks plays. This looks like some weird Gumby guy. I mean, it's pretty much got all sorts of stuff going on. So, yeah. $3 seems like a steal. I actually paid $7 for a similar copy. A couple of days before, and then when I saw this, I was like, oh man. But I'm not going to say where I got that $7 copy from. But, yeah, you know, sometimes when I'm on the hunt for something and I don't have any of the issues, yeah, I've been guilty of paying too much for a comic book. But this is my second copy. I'm probably thinking about getting maybe 1 or 2 more copies. Just to have it. You know, primarily because it's Spider-Man, but also, you know, the Godzilla kind of likeness on the cover here. I'm a big Godzilla fan, so yeah, to have Godzilla and Spider-Man on the same cover is a big deal. But inside, supposedly, there's also like a Kool-Aid type, and you know what? I'll open it for you, but some sort of Kool-Aid, Kool-Aid card or something. But I'll show it to you. Yeah, so this thing here. Now, this is an actual packet of Kool-Aid in the comic book. Yeah. There's actual Kool-Aid in this comic book. So, something to look out for. And that's part of the, I guess, the desirability of this book is there's Kool-Aid in it. So, now you know. Amazing Spider-Man 413. One of my monthly picks. I'd like to have 3 or 4 copies of it. So if I can find it in the wild for, you know, the same price, yeah, but I'm not going to pay more than, you know, $3 to $5 for this. And that's it. That was my haul from the Geekery, July 13th, 2024. Great deals in Matawan, New Jersey at the Geekery. Check it out. This was The Raging Geek. I hope you enjoyed my comic book haul. Thanks for watching. Come again soon, and take care.
Raging Geek.